Excellencies, dignitaries, distinguished colleagues, Ayakwi, my name is Amy Cordalis. I am a member of the Yurok tribe. I'm also the tribe's general counsel. It's a great pleasure and honor to be here today. The Yurok tribe is the largest tribe in California. Our Aboriginal territory is just about 6 hours north of where we are here. Governor Brown spoke of the original inhabitants of this area. My ancestors were one of those. I also want to note that we have two of our council members here today, Councilmember Joe James and Councilmember Ryan Ray, whose people also come from the Klamath River. The Yurok tribe is a coastal people, so we welcome and we thank our Fijian brothers for having us here today. We're also a river people. In the beginning, the Creator created the land and the water and then the people, and he told us that as long as we live in a balance with the natural environment, that we will never want for anything, that we will always have enough. And in the Yurok tribe, everything we do as a modern tribal government relates back to this core principle, where we have the great privilege to be the stewards of the Klamath River, the stewards of the redwood forest in the North Coast. But with that privilege comes a deep responsibility to manage our lands. Every year we dance, and we dance to bring balance back to the world. That prayer that we send off with that dance is for that balance. And it's not just for us, it's for all of us. The Yurok tribe is a federally recognized tribe. Under U.S. law, what that means is we are a domestic dependent nation which exercises inherent sovereignty. That has been critical for my community to be able to engage in transitioning to a net zero economy. The tribe has one of the largest carbon sequestration projects in the state of California. We were one of the first we're a government, of course, first governments to step up and be a part of that program. And it's brought a significant amount of benefits to our community. We've been able to reacquire land. We just purchased 60,000 acres of our Aboriginal territory, in part with the funds that we received from those carbon projects. And I think that's one of the key messages that I want to share with this group is that as we move forward, it's critical to recognize the rights of Indigenous communities through implementing the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, and to take it a step further, to engage with your Indigenous communities in a government-to-government way. Right, and on a government-to-government level, because that recognizes their traditional ecological knowledge. It recognizes the inherent sovereignty that they exercise pre-contact. So my story, what I'd like to share. I mentioned that the Yurok people are river people. We are fishing people. The effects of climate change have plagued our community for the past 20 or so years, particularly drought. The Klamath River used to be the third largest salmon producing river on the whole West Coast. On the river, over the last 150 years, it's been developed. There's a very large reclamation project, an irrigation project at the top of the river that diverts water from the main stem Klamath. Along the lower part of the river, there are 4 dams that block over 300 miles of salmon spawning habitat. They also, between the agricultural runoffs and the dams, it's created really poor water quality. We have toxic blue-green algae blooms in our river every year that prohibits people from fishing and from swimming in the rivers each year. In 2002, we experienced the largest fish kill in American history on our river. During that time, in an estimated week and a half, over 70,000 adult salmon died on our river. This is the largest fish kill ever recorded. In our traditional stories, we have no knowledge, no traditional history about having a fish kill of this nature. So we know it was man-made, and it was caused by human interaction, human management of the Klamath River. And specifically what happened was there was an excessive amount of water diverted to agriculture at the top of the river. The result was that there was not adequate flows or conditions on the lower part of the river on my reservation to support salmon. So the salmon got a fish disease that attacked their gills and killed them. That kill, from my perspective, from my community's perspective, was a form of ecocide, where you attack a natural resource that supports a community of people so deeply that you end up killing our people. Indeed, we have had a slew of suicides on our reservation. Depression rates are extremely high. Poverty, unemployment levels are extremely high. That is all a result of the poor condition of the river. When the fish kill happened, we all went into mourning. But it was also a turning point for us because not only us, but the federal government, who heavily regulates that river and controls the water flows going down, recognized that their action could cause environmental crisis. And because their management led to that, their management could also be the way to improve it. And that leads me to my second point that I wanted to make, which is to get us through this transition phase. One of the steps that we need to take is evaluate our local, our state, and our national laws and prioritize the environmental benefits of specific ecosystems. Right? That brings that balance back together. I'm encouraged by the remarks from the woman from Sweden, in which she's already starting to take those steps to amend their internal laws to promote environmental considerations. On the Klamath River, what we've done since the fish kill is work very hard to develop an agreement that will lead to the largest dam removal project in history. So currently, we are working towards that end. We've got an agreement in place, and the dams on the Klamath River are scheduled to come out by 2021. That will be the largest dam removal project in history. But that started, again, by looking at how we could change the way that the managed was river, change how the river was managed. We had to go back and look at the law of the river and amend that to enhance and support the environmental benefits of the ecosystem. So I'm encouraged by the discussion today. I think as we move forward, it's critical to engage your indigenous communities on a government-to-government level, and also to reevaluate your own internal laws and look at how you can prioritize the environmental benefits of a particular natural resource through encouraging responsible land, water, resource management that brings back that balance. Waklau, thank you.